Hey, hello, this is Bill. Fortunately, I got a little bit of a cold, so I might sound funny. But today, I want to make this really cool shrimp pasta thing. It's almost like an Alfredo, but I don't like just plain Alfredo, because that's me. So this is a little more fun, a little better. First of all, I got 2 tablespoons of butter, a nice hot pot. I'm going to throw in about half a cup of just chopped onion. Let me get in there. Once we get this started, nice and toasty. Just want to get the onion started, be a little translucent. It's kind of a busy stove today. I got some water boiling because I'm going to cook some pasta at the end. We'll just keep an eye on that too. Alright, doesn't take long when you got a real hot burner here. Just tossing this around so it doesn't all burn. Next step. Got half a cup of white wine. Doesn't have to be fancy stuff, but you got to be able to drink it. I'm going to throw it in here. Still keeping it nice and hot. So what I want to do, you can see it's steaming pretty good. I want to A, cook out the alcohol, and B, we want to reduce a little bit. This thing going here, nothing sticking, so we're good there. Now we just have to watch it because the watch pot never boils. I just love these kind of recipes. They're kind of fun, something different, you know. Yeah, it's really boiling now. Just gonna get that reduced. Be okay as long as I don't lose my fillets, okay? That's a promise. Smell that. Woo. So why is this important? Because we want to keep the amount of fluid down. We want the flavor, so we're really intensifying the onion in the white wine. It's really simple, but it's important. Oh yeah, doesn't take long at all. Oh yeah. You're not going to see like a change in consistency. You know, I hate when they say like, oh, reduce by half. How do you know? I mean, what are you going to put a measuring stick in there and measure how much of it? But I can see in the pan, the edges will get a little burnt stuff because, you know, there's a lot of sugar in wine. Perfectly fine. We're just getting that reduced. I know you can hear it because I do play these back and I do edit them, so I hear all the sound effects. This one is the step that we got to be a little more careful on. I have, believe it or not, a 1 3/4 cups of half and half, and I want to maintain some heat, but I don't want to boil this. I'm going to turn it down because when we put all this cold volume in here, it's going to drop the temp. So I did that intentionally just to get that to drop down. Might have overshot a little bit. Get rid of this. I want to wash this for a minute to make sure we're at the right setting. Because I want to get nice and hot, and I just want to see it cooking. can hear it doing things in there, so it must be doing something right. That is a lot of volume, so I'm just gonna take my time with it. All right, I got a pinch of salt and some fresh ground black pepper. And if you haven't recalled, I make this Italian seasoning. It's pretty simple. You take out the dry stuff, but you gotta have a teaspoon of oregano and thyme and a half a teaspoon of basil and crushed red pepper flakes. I want to see how much it's going to take to kind of make this look pretty again. And I'm going to guess that I'm going to start with about two teaspoons. Yeah, we'll stir it up and see how that looks. As it heats up, it should start to get really fragrant. And I need some. Just a hair more. So I might go as high as a tablespoon. Alright, what's it doing now? Yeah, that's better. I can smell it, I can see it. So I see that this is getting nice and hot. We can move on to the next step. I just don't want to ignore it. So while this is doing its thing, in all we want this to cook for about 10 minutes. So we're probably about 2 minutes into it. It's looking good, looking good. In the meantime, I take myself a little saute pan here. Piece of garlic in it. I want about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I have too much olive oil, so I gotta get myself a paper towel. Grab a paper towel real quick. Much better. Alright, I'm gonna crank up the heat on this. This is starting to bubble up a little bit, so I said I don't want to take my hand off this, I just want to reduce it. Oh yeah, this is smelling really good. I like having a pot that's big enough that I can kind of slosh around in here without making a mess on my stove. It's kind of what you need to do. You need to slosh it around, make sure everything's happy. And this is starting to thicken up, so it's doing its job. Another second, so I guess I can watch this. And I can just start to see these random little bubbles in there. I don't want to leave this alone. I want to keep coming over and stirring it. But in the meantime, I need to grab the refrigerator. I got a pound of beautiful shrimp. And I got some garlic that I minced up real well. It's looking a little more active than I want, so it says never take your eye off. Thickening very nicely. Turn down just because I gotta get over here and do this cooking. Okay, so I got myself some shrimp. I got a hot saute pan. I got my garlic. That right eye I got on my other pot, so make sure we don't screw that up. Should got this nice and hot. The shrimp should cook really quickly. Get that nice fragrant garlic. Figure these out. Back here for a second because I want to stir this up. Turn this down real low now. I think this is about the consistency I want. Make sure you're cooking on both sides, having a little fun with the shrimp. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Alright, what I'm going to do, take these shrimp, get them out of here for the garlic, it's too burned. Flavor them up real nice. Hopefully it's going to taste like garlic. What do you think? So this really isn't a difficult recipe, there are just more steps to it than I usually would do, but I thought I'd do something fun today. It's the challenge of keeping my voice. Okay, so I've got all this lovely in here. I got one more thing to do. Stir this up. Make sure that pan's still nice and hot. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. So now these shrimp are going to start to absorb other flavors that are in here. Really happy. And I got this nice and hot. Watch what happens. I'm going to take me some spinach. Have you ever cooked spinach before? Wilt into nothing. This is just some baby spinach I got, a bag full of it. Once again, it's going to pick up some of that garlic flavor that's still in here. There it goes. A second ago, it wouldn't even all fit in the pan. Now it's looking fast and furious into nothing. And I'm wilting it in here instead of in the pot because I want to get the moisture out. I don't add a whole lot of moisture to my perfectly thickened sauce. See, no liquid. Alright. So I'm going to get this started in here. Up real good. Get all that flavor in there. Now we're just going to kind of maintain this. Pretty. I like the green. Just a little added color. Let this all get happy. So now it's time for the pasta. Move the top, back burner, and let's go on the top burner up here. Especially it's going to be easier for me to reach. Alright, so I know this is only going to take a minute. So in that minute, I got myself some roasted red peppers. Here's just jarred roasted red peppers. I'm going to toss them in here. Color. This must be Christmas, red and green, right? Just give this a quick little mix up. I said, I just got this on low. Everything's cooked, everything's perfect. All right, let me eat the pasta. I don't know if you ever cooked fresh pasta before, but literally it takes like 2 minutes. So keep it in the refrigerator. Throw it in there, don't burn your fingers. This is where it's real handy to have one of these. Just break it up. So now you can see, you can't see probably real well, but it's floating and it's changing from that kind of dry look to what pasta should be. And literally it's like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. I think on the package it says like 3 minutes, but if you really cooked it that long in some good boiling water, and this is salted water, just brings that temperature up a little bit, I think it would turn a bush. So now I got this big piling, floating thing in here. What I want to do, my bowl. The thing about working with fresh pasta is you're kind of in a time crunch. So I'm going to use my little pasta. It doesn't look great. All right, so here's your choice. It'll stick really bad, so I'm just going to take and just literally a dash of olive oil. Beautiful. I'm going to take me some good fresh Parmesan cheese. Toss it in here. I want about 2/3 of a cup, maybe half a cup, somewhere between. Let's mix that up. Everything's nice and hot. Yeah. The cheese adds a real nice flavor. If your sauce is too thin, you can use as a thickener. If you kind of rushed it a little bit, just let it melt in there. I don't have to worry about that because my sauce has got pretty thick. And the spinach didn't hurt it because I did a perfect job of wilting it in the frying pan. So, I'm going to take my bowl of pasta. Give me some nice flavor stuff. Garlic, roasted red peppers. What do you say? Does that not look absolutely beautiful? And then of course, right before you serve it, I'm just going to toss a little bit of parsley on there. Lovely. Isn't that lovely? Alright, this is something you really need to try. My voice is very quick myself. So I'm going to wrap it up here, serve it with some nice bread. But this is something you really should enjoy. Hope you try it. And I'll be seeing you later.